All right, what is up, y'all? So earlier this year, I went on a 5-day backpacking trip up in the Sawtooth Mountains in Utah. And when you're backpacking, you're carrying everything that you need to live, including your food. So as we're getting ready for this trip, we had a really hard time finding backpacking meals that were made with real food and good ingredients. And so luckily, my wife's mother has a freeze dryer. And she ended up making a bunch of real food meals made with really good ingredients, and she freeze dried them. And then that's what we took with us on the trail. So one night, as we're out there in the middle of the wilderness, sitting around the campfire, we had just reconstituted a meal with some hot water. And it was as if we had just made the meal fresh. It was so amazing. One of my friends was like, dude, you gotta bring SHT Meals to the everyday person, because these things are freaking convenient, they're so amazing, and they're so good for you because they're made with real food and good ingredients. And so that's exactly what we did. We came back to Vegas, we invested in a commercial freeze dryer, and we started making freeze-dried SHT meals. Hi, my name is Paul C. Tijerina. I'm the head coach and owner at the SHT, the SuperHuman Transformation, Nutritional Therapy and Health Coaching in Las Vegas. And as I'm teaching my people how to eat real food, we are always on the lookout for solutions for those moments when you don't have time or ability or even desire to cook a fresh meal. And that's exactly what these freeze-dried SHT meals are. They are made of real food with good ingredients and ready to go whenever you need them. So let me explain how we make our freeze-dried SHT meals. First, it's helpful to understand that there's 3 enemies to food preservation, or 3 things that make food go bad: water, sunlight, and air. And freeze drying and packaging our meals the way that we do eliminates all 3 of those problems. So first, we start with a freshly prepared real food meal made with good ingredients. And then we place it in our freeze dryer, and the freeze dryer freezes it to 20 below. Now at that temperature, every bit of water inside the food turns into ice crystals. And then we introduce some vacuum pressure. And while it's under vacuum pressure, we slowly start to reheat the food. And because it's under vacuum pressure, the ice crystals in the food go through a process of sublimation, which is basically going directly from ice crystals to gas vapor. And then every bit of that gas vapor is extracted from the food, and now we have perfectly dried food with no water in it whatsoever. And now we take this perfectly dried food and we place it in 7mm thick Mylar bags, which protect it from light, and then we add an oxygen absorber. So now we have perfectly preserved food with 97% of the nutrients intact, protected by these Mylar bags with an oxygen absorber, which means that these things have a shelf life of up to 25 years. And the best part is these things are delicious and nutritious because they're made with 100% real food and wholesome ingredients. And they're ready anytime you need them. You just tear off the top, you can eat it dry as is, it's amazing, or you can take out the oxygen absorber, add a little bit of hot water to reconstitute it, and you have a meal as if you just prepared it. And they're seasoned perfectly, so you can eat them just as they are, or you can spice them up any way you want. Now think about the practical applications of a non-perishable, lightweight, 100% real food meal that's ready whenever you need it. So definitely outdoor situations like hiking and backpacking and camping, but also everyday life situations, such as having them at the office for that mid-afternoon crash, so that you have something appropriate to reach for, or keeping some in your car, or in your backpack, or in your purse for just in case. We even keep them in the pantry. I came home last night, we didn't have any food ready, and I just ripped one of these open, added some hot water, and I had a meal that was amazing. And they're also perfect for travel, such as road trips, so you don't have to lug around that cooler and keep it filled with ice and keep fresh food in it. And you don't have to keep looking for restaurants that you can find something appropriate to order at. And think about air travel. We all know how horrific airport food is. But now you've got a lightweight option that you can keep in your backpack that makes it through check-in, and it's ready whenever you need it. And because they have up to a 25-year shelf life, they're ideal for survival and emergency preparedness. So visit our store, check out the flavors we have available, order a few so you can try them yourself and see how amazing they are. And maybe think to yourself, where are the best places for me to keep a ready-to-go meal to support my health efforts? Or what are the times or situations that I need something available to support my real food nutrition goals? Or how can I use a ready-to-go meal to support me and my family's health efforts? And let us know what you figure out. Let us know how you use them creatively, and we'd love to hear your feedback and comments. Please send them our way, and y'all keep it real.